Hey, thanks for tuning into Billiard Breakdown tonight. We got Ron CASANZIO versus Shaun Zang. Ron CASANZIO is running a little behind, so I've increased the start time to be 15 minutes later. But he will be here, and we should be having a really nice match tonight. Stay tuned. All right, guys. Sorry for the wait. Ron CASANZIO has arrived, and he's going to take 5 to 10 minutes to warm up, and then we're going to get started with the match. Thank you for your patience.
You ready, huh? You already lost before you start?
Well, I guess you should. I have it, you know.
No worries.
I'm not like focused. I say don't need you gotta earn it, motherfucker.
Hey, Ron. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
How's the new place?
It's okay.
That's a nice spot where you are.
Which one, the new one or the old one?
The one in where you Walmart?
5 to 6 all the time.
It's okay spot.
Yeah?
The good spot is Monroe Avenue, Pittsburgh. That's a good spot.
Oh, I forgot about that one. That's the new one?
No.
No,
The new one's a big spot. Yeah, the Monroe one is like a G spot, you know? G spot.
Ronnie, you go there, you're VIP. You go there, you're VIP. You'll be VIP if you go there.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm gonna definitely stop it.
I got a lot of girls working.
Oh, they cook it. They gotta cook it.
Yeah, everything.
Cook the sushi.
Yeah, of course. Sushi is not all about raw. I got a lot of cook shit, you know?
I like the raw.
All right, what are we gonna do? 100?
Yeah.
Raise to what?
15 is fine.
15? How you wanna play? What Vegas?
It's up to you. You call.
You know what I
I don't really
mean?
care.
Normal or call?
So race to 15 10 ball?
Normal or call? Like I play normal with the Shane, and with Case I play call shot. That's what he likes.
Play.
I'll leave it up to you.
I don't care. Yeah, we'll play regular.
Regular.
But 10 ball, you call, right?
Huh?
Just a 10 ball. It's just a 10 ball that you call.
Oh, you gotta call it 10.
Well,
Can't lock it in, you know. Okay, we can do that.
yeah.
Not my shit.
That'd be fun, game style. Celebrity shot. Celebs are only allowed for certain style shots.
Alright, let me hit a few.
Hey, Dave, you done with your ball?
No.
Okay.
It'd be fun. It'd be like an RPG.
It'd be a fun just go fish game. Like all your shots have to be some form of or draw what your next shot will be, even if you're set up.
Rick him always got point. Tail.
Hey! That don't count. Are we using this?
Yeah.
All right, guys, time to get started with the match. We got a race to 15 and 10 ball pool. The champ, Ron CASANZIO, versus number 1, Shaun Zink. Ronnie wins a coin flip, and he's going to begin with the break. The players are using the magic rack as well. Ronnie breaks dry and leaves Shaun with a really nice shot on the 1 ball. He's even got a slight angle there where he can work his way to the right side of that 2 ball potentially for the same corner. Bob Hendricks, shout out to Bob. Bob Hendricks says in the live chat, fan favorite of Julio. But I think Shaun squeaks the win out, 15-13. Bob Hendricks' prediction for this match is Shaun Zink, 15-13. John Cassidy, shout out to John Cassidy in the live chat as well. Spur of the moment match, John asks, and yes, kind of was a last minute scheduling. Very much looking forward to the results of this one. Hey, John Cassidy in the live chat, who do you got? You got the champ or the number 1 contender here? Good job by Shaun avoiding that 9 ball on the way back up. Good angle. A little straight on the 6, but he should be able to use a little bit of top left to just catch the left side, just to the left of the far right corner, to bring that cue ball back towards the 7. Oh, he follows it in. That's the one thing Shaun was double checking there before he shot the shot. He needed a little bit of an angle on the 6 ball to avoid the scratch. But these pockets do wobble very often. Any object ball that's not hit perfectly into the pocket. So Shaun definitely overcompensated for that. John Cassidy in the live chat says, never saw Shaun play. No wager tonight on who's going to be winning. All right, John. But Ronnie comes to the table with ball in hand and only 4 balls left on the table. He should be out here. Ron makes position for the 9. Let's see if he decides to hold it or stun it to the left. Ronnie holds position for the 10 into the left corner. and he's going to be able to take the first game in a race to 15. Good shooting by Ron, but really unfortunate scratch by Shaun. He had a good chance there to take that first game. Ronnie to break. Ronnie breaks dry. Shaun with a longer shot, long awkward shot on the 1 ball. We're likely to see a safety attempt here, maybe using the 6 or the 3 ball. Shaun should be able to hit this pretty straight on and do okay. Nice safety. Ron doesn't have too many angles he can kick at this 1 ball. He's eyeing the short side of that cue ball, but it is a low percentage shot. Just misses the 3-rail kick attempt. Shaun at the table with ball in hand. Even making position on the 2 ball is a little funny. Shaun could shoot this 1 ball into that far left corner and follow the cue ball down the table. I believe the 2 does clear the 6, which is what he could be looking at right there. Looks like Shaun's going to go for the cut into the left corner and use a little bit of bottom right spin to bring the cue ball to the right of the table for the 2 into the far left corner. Does he get set behind the 3? He does. He either over or under hit that cue ball, but either way, he's going to have to kick at this, and ball and hands are difficult to come by. But he makes the 2. He kicks the 2 into the side pocket. What a recovery shot by Shaun. Rick Hovey in the live chat asks, does Shaun just need to win 1 set to take the crown? Yes. So rather than doing a best 2 out of 3 sets, race to 9, it's just going to be 1 set, race to 15. And Shaun shooting that 3 ball in really nicely with good position on the 4. Shaun should be able to bring this cue ball between the 9 and the 10 up the table towards the center for the 5 ball into the side pocket. A little bit of bottom right to bring this cue ball down past the 7 and back up the table for the 6. Nice shot. Leaves himself a little thin of an angle, but he should be able to just slow roll this 6 ball in and hold position for the 7. But he bumps into it. Doesn't leave himself with a shot on the 7. Shaun lightly tapping the table with his chalk, showing a little frustration there on the result. Let's see what he's got here. He may choose to roll the cue ball forward to sit on the 8. But is the 7 going to come back up? Ronnie may have an angle to cut the 7 ball into the corner. Ronnie leaves himself with a bank into the right side pocket. If he can make this, he can leave himself with an angle on the 9 into either corner pocket, up or down the table. Really nice shot by Ronnie. And look at this position he's gotten. Score is now 2-0. Ron CASANZIO with the lead. Shaun Zink just making a couple of minor errors with ball in hand, as well as one positional shot, and then Ronnie's out. Ronnie is difficult to play against. You don't get too many chances. Is the 10 ball going to drop? It does. I believe the ball is going to be spotted and the players are going to play out the rack. Ronnie could bring this cue ball between the 8 and the 9 towards the short rail nearest us. Not too sure which side of the 2 ball he was attempting to make position for. He ends up pretty straight on it, and it is possible to cut, but also easy to lose control of the cue ball here. Ronnie really thinking this through. He could just end up playing safe because it is a low percentage shot here. Seemed like Ronnie was going to use the bridge there, but decides against it. Ronnie really thinking this shot through. Does the 2-ball leak out for Shaun, though? Looks like it may have. Great shot by Shaun. Shaun adds a little touch of masse to pocket the 2 into the far left corner. Really touchy shot. Shaun misses the 3-ball, but does it get lucky behind the 7? Doesn't look like it. Ronnie should be able to make this. Ronnie makes sure to clear the 10-ball really nicely. He can just stun this 5-ball into the side pocket. Good shot. A slow roll to get somewhat straight on with the 8 into the right corner is preferable, which he does perfectly. And he just needs to make sure he leaves himself a little bit of an angle on the 9 to gently roll down the table for the 10 into the right corner. It's possible this angle is a little too sharp to hold for the right corner. Let's see if he ends up doing something else. He goes down and back up the table. And Ronnie's going to take his 3rd game as well. The score is 3-0. Ron CASANZIO increasing his lead. Shaun Zink really only missing 1 shot a rack, and Ronnie's out from there. The cue ball hops off the table. Shaun Zink at the table with ball in hand. Really no problem balls on the table. As long as Shaun can make sure he gets a good angle on the 2 for position on the 3, he should be okay here. He overhits it by a good margin here. He may have to go 2 rails to make position for this 3 with a touch of inside. Really great shot there. Really great shot. It's going to be a little touchy to try to bring this cue ball in between the 10 and the 4 back up. Shaun decides to draw this cue ball back for the 4. leaves himself with somewhat of a thin cut once again. But he's sinking it, no problem. Does he get behind the 10? He does. What a roll for Shaun there. Unfortunate rolls for Shaun. CASANZIO at the table with a somewhat of a natural angle if he can just add a touch of left spin to go 2 or 3 rails for position on the 7 into that far right corner. Ron decides to go 3 rails. Nice shot. He doesn't want to get straight. These straight shots are somewhat uncomfortable. Still shouldn't be a problem for Ronnie, but definitely would have preferred a little bit of an angle. And the cue ball rolls down a good amount. Ronnie's got to cut this 10 in, but still shouldn't be a problem for a player like him. And Ronnie's going to take game 4 as well. Score is now 4-0. Ronnie increasing his lead. Ronnie measures out where he wants the cue ball before breaking. Is the 9 ball going to drop? It is, but Ronnie's not left with much of a shot on the 1. Ronnie does have the option of pushing out here. If you decide to push out, the incoming player has the option to shoot the shot or pass it back. And Ronnie's going to push the cue ball further away from the 1. It's looking like Shaun's going to take this shot, but we'll see. Looks like Shaun attempted to use the 6 ball as a blocker, but instead leaves Ronnie with an open shot on the 1. Doesn't look like it clears the 4 from my perspective, but you may be able to squeeze it in half a pocket. He may be going for the long cut into the right corner pocket. That was a pretty nice two-way shot using the 8, 7, 5, and 10 as potential blockers for the 1 ball if he were to miss, as well as having position for the 2. It's possible Shaun can just shoot right between the 8 and the 5. directly into the 1. Tough to say. Strokes right through it. Nice shot. Does it get past the 4? Not quite. Bumping into the 4 leaves Shaun with a tougher angle on the 2 than what he was going for. If Shaun does decide to go for this 2-ball cut into the far left corner, he's got to bring the cue ball up and down the table for the 3. Looks like he's shooting somewhat straight on for a safe behind the 3. Well played. Ronnie misses the kick by a pretty good margin there. Shaun Zink at the table with a rare ball in hand over Ronnie. Drone shots in the live chat says, "Come on, Ron, catch a gear." Not too sure what that means, but if that means play better, well, Ron's up 4-0 right now. And Shaun really not getting any rolls going his way, although it is really just user error, but usually some of these rolls are more likely to go your way than others. Shaun bumped into the 8-ball, trying to bring that cue ball back around for the 4, but he leaves Ronnie okay here. Drone shots in the live chat says you can't miss like that to be in the top 10. Are you talking about Ron's miss or Shaun's miss? Let me know. Ronnie plays a safety using that cluster near the point on the table, or the spot on the table. Shaun's going to kick at this. Good contact, but he finds that far right corner for a scratch. I'm still waiting for a roll to go Shaun's way here, and we'll see how long we have to wait for that to happen. It was a good contact made by Shaun, but the cue ball rolls into that far right corner pocket. Ron CASANZIO at the table with ball in hand and likely another game. Drone shots in the live chat says whoops, and yeah, that was a surprising scratch. Didn't see that one coming. This is a touchy shot. Ronnie could decide to just use a heavy bottom left with medium to low power to bring it back towards the center, or just go 2 rails like he just did with less spin to make position for the 7. Well done. Ronnie could choose to stroke this 7 through and draw the cue ball back to the right side of the table for the 8-ball. And Ronnie does do that. Nice shot. Good position on the 8 by Ronnie. And Ronnie decides to opt for the longer shot on the 10, just trying to keep it simple. And Ronnie's going to take the 5th game. This is 5 in a row over Shaun Zink. At their level, though, any player can win multiple games consecutively within a very short time frame. If the rolls did happen to go Shaun's way, we would have a much closer match. But like I said, most of it is just user error. Ronnie to break. Also, over here at Billiard Breakdown in Rochester, New York, is Robert Supriniak. I hope I said that correctly. He's also known as Quantum Qist on Instagram, TikTok, and whatever else he's got.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you, Robert, for that.
You're welcome.
Would you like to add anything?
Not really, but you can tell me about this match so far. Ron is doing great.
Ron is doing great, but I will also say Shaun can't get a roll to save his life in the first 5 games. There were a couple close calls, and as far as getting position for a shot, but every single time it goes the way Shaun does not want it to go.
Sounds like our standard Ronnie.
And that was Robert
I
Supriniak.
can stay with you for the next 15 minutes.
Oh, what do you got to do in 15 minutes?
Beef.
Robert is going to share his time with us for the next 15 minutes, and then he's got to go.
I'm gonna share time with my partner. That didn't sound good. I should have said something else at this point. Okay. I hope the players have just as much time at the table, but Shaun doesn't seem to have time at this point. Ron is just enjoying his life, and right now everything except 9 and 10 is easy.
Hey Robert, Rick Hovey in the live chat, our number 10 player who may be on the verge of falling off the list, asks, when is Robert going to challenge up? He can have my spot.
Don't make me blush, I'm not that good.
Robert says he's not that good, but Rick Hovey offering his own spot for Robert.
Nice shot from Ron. Just he will be able to hold with inside like this game. Like just one critical shot from 9 to 10 at this point. Like everything else is relatively easy. 9 to 10 is slightly more difficult. Even now, okay, he's
Good choice of a setup.
How is Ron breaking? Does he make everything so far? Did he figure out the break?
Actually, Ronnie's been, I think, broke dry 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
And that's even with the magic rack.
It's raised to 15, okay. So Shaun still has plenty of time to recover.
Yeah, I was saying to the live chat that at this level it's very easy to win 3 or 4 games pretty quickly. But you know, I mean, when Ronnie's up on you, then it's a different story. But Shaun could easily come back 3, 4 games consecutively.
Yeah, but even under such circumstances, like the thing is, like if Shaun gets a little bit of momentum in this match, then Ron is likely to kick in his wrong gear, where he just destroys people mentally, and that Ron gear is pretty efficient. It's pretty difficult to survive. It will be interesting in this match if it happens.
Yeah, and as we say that, Ron takes his 6th game, and it's
So far,
it's looking
no
tough.
Need, no need.
Robert, did you catch the most recent match between Ron and Shane Winters?
I didn't.
Shane Winters took the rematch, but Ron CASANZIO did defeat Shane Winters the first time they played at Billiard Breakdown.
Was it the match that I was commenting? That was Ron's win, and then
Yes.
yeah, exactly. So ever since Shane Winters was just the king, right? Or
Yeah.
ooh, okay, so he figured Ron out.
Well, Shane Winters will say he had a little too much to drink the first time, but
I don't
that's just what he
agree.
says. That's what he says.
He played great that day on every other match, but who knows,
True.
Maybe that's what Ron should do. Just let Shane play a couple of matches before he starts, which is what he did in his first match, and just take on Shane.
Take Shane when he's a little tired.
Yeah, getting tired.
Rick Hovey in live chat asks, Mike, can we reschedule my match for Sunday so I can go try to win the Buffalo tournament with Justin? Well, Rick, no.
Get him here and play your match. Oh, nice save from Ron.
Is Shaun able to see behind the 9 or no? Oh,
Oh, okay.
nothing touched the rail.
Yeah, nothing touched the rail. Okay, so that's the first foul. Now he might have a snooker behind the 9, either this way or send it a 1 ball to the right hand side, but there's not. Yeah, he has to go this way.
Yeah, he's going to freeze him on the 9.
Okay.
Well done.
But is there an easy escape for Ron? Like the bottom cushion seems to be cut off. Like
Well, he could go between the 3 and the 4 on the way back up the table.
I wish he played an offset, like get down the table and like 90 degrees swerve.
Well, if you want a 90-degree swerve, we got Florian Kohler, Venom Trick Shots, coming to Billiard Breakdown March 25th. That's going to be a really nice event we have going on. We also have VIP tickets for that will be available soon. If you're interested, make sure you sign up.
We may give Florian this particular shot as well.
This is
think he'll make the one?
too easy for him.
I guess so. To cushion and into the 1. He has good chance of getting it. Yeah, 5-5. He developed the running side.
The cue ball was on track, but Shaun's at the table with ball in hand after playing a nice save.
Okay, so the 2 ball might not go into any obvious pocket, but what he might do possibly right now is to play the 1, go with the cue ball to the bottom of the table and snooker him behind the 10. Ron is on 2 fouls. I don't think that's the way yet. That's the correct angle.
Nice take by Robert, bring the cue ball behind the 10 to play safe was.
Okay, that's a bit. I think the 2 ball goes actually in this position. He just played way too short. Yeah, but unfortunately, like you cannot explain it by rolls.
Does Shaun scratch? He's still not getting a single roll
Okay,
to go in his way.
I'm gonna be mean. He deserved it. He had ball in hand 2 shots ago. He completely misplayed position, and like this thing that happens right now is not bad luck. It's just poor positional shot from 1 to 2.
Yeah, Robert.
I'm mean. I'm mean commentator.
Robert is on point. When you have ball in hand, you should be able to make position for at least the next ball.
At least. Like, it was a tricky positional shot, we got to say,
But you do have space on the right side of the table.
for sure you have all like.
But you know what it is? It's Shaun also hasn't played for a couple months because actually, shout out to Shaun's new restaurant. It's called Umai, I believe, and it's a rotating sushi bar located in Victor.
I heard about it. I heard it's great. Like some of my friends were over there, and like it's actually pretty good.
Cool. So yeah, shout out to Shaun's new restaurant, and if you're listening to Billiard Breakdown tonight, make sure you check it out. Rick Hovey in the live chat asks, where do I get a VIP ticket for Venom Trick Shots? Do I already have one? Rick, I've got one with your name on it. Bob Hendricks in the live chat says, I'm in the Spirits Library having some pours, starting to think Julio doesn't want the same thing to happen to him when he played Shane. Yeah, Ron CASANZIO is just, I don't know, playing regular Ron CASANZIO. Just running out, minimal errors. Bob Hendricks also asking what this VIP ticket's about, and I will get into it very shortly.
We'll do it after this game, after Ron finishes it off. Slightly tricky, this one, because you need to find yourself ideally almost straight on ball number 8, and ideally without an angle that results in a scratch when you draw back the cable. It's not an easy positional shot, and I think Ron had that in mind as he played that 6.
Yeah, Ronnie wobbles the 6 in that far right corner, leaving Shaun an opportunity, a rare opportunity, with 4 balls left on the table.
Yeah, but the first positional shot is horrible. Like,
I will say,
it's very tricky.
the 6 balls deep in the pocket,
Exactly.
it can be tricky to gauge how this cue ball is going to bounce off.
And he ended up like, it's not bad that he ends up almost straight, but the distance is there. Like, it requires really good technique, and the scratch might be on if he doesn't get.
If you don't stroke through all the way,
Yeah.
you can, well, you could just not bring the cue ball back properly.
Really requires smooth stroke, plus possibly he may have to play it on the near jaw to take the scratch out. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, when you play it the near jaw, then any pace you apply on the cue ball, like, just makes the pocket so much smaller.
And he leaves Ronnie with a good angle here to just do whatever he wants to bring it back for the 9.
And the angle is, like, despite the distance, the angle is natural to get onto the 9. Natural free cushion. It's close to the.
He doesn't want to get straight. He should have no problem working this way. Maybe a little top right. I believe that's what he was stroking up for.
Yeah, the chair was in his way.
Rick Hovey in the live chat saying Shaun needed to get out from here.
Oh, he needed, yeah, definitely. But still a lifeline possibly for Shaun. 50-yard line on his ball number 10.
Not an easy shot here. I mean, Ron's more likely to make it than not, but still a difficult shot.
And the domination continues. Explain the VIP.
All right, guys, so with the VIP ticket, we've got something really nice prepared for everyone. The cost is $130. It includes a all-inclusive private dinner with alcohol, with Florian Kohler, Venom Trick Shots, beginning at 5:30. And then starting at 7 p.m., we're going to have his live show, where VIP ticket holders will be participating in the show, whether Venom Trick Shots is going to be doing tricks on you, above you, under you. Not too sure where he's going to lay people out, but you'll be involved in his live show. And then after that, you'll play a short race with him. It's going to be a race to 2 in 9-ball pool. Autograph, photographs together, and we're also going to have a professional videographer document the event, and highlights of the event are going to be posted on Billiard Breakdown on YouTube.
Great, interesting game right now. Like, have a look at ball number 7. Like, I think this game will decide at ball number 7. Might be tight to get the cushion. I don't think the scratch is easily there, but if you make the 7 to the top left corner, then you might be guaranteed to at least hit the jaw, and this results in any control of the cue ball being a bit messed up.
The 5-ball can't go off the 7 here. Doesn't look like.
No. possibly playing the 7 to bottom left corner might be a bit annoying because, however weird it sounds, the middle pocket Joe might be on. Like, it's very weird, but sometimes the 7 just touches, like it just captures the groove within the table and just drifts to the.
Yeah, sometimes
Joe.
when these balls are frozen to the rail, you just can't avoid.
So 7 is a tricky one, but on the other hand, he just needs to make it. Like, oh, he may not need to make it. Look at that.
Wow.
He may not
Eyeing the
need to make it.
210. Interesting play. Ronnie very rarely goes for these combos.
It's a tricky one. It's like more distance than it looks on the stream.
He's probably counting the 7 as a safety line.
I think so. And I think it's a good choice of this combo. Just decided to.
Wow, he sinks it.
Cue ball, cue ball.
Oh! Ronnie scratches in the right side pocket. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's insane. That's just insane. Because the thing is, like, if this shot was straight, he would never scratch. But since there was a combo and there was like this just additional mental layer within this shot,
Yeah.
he just forgot about the cue ball because, like,
Well, you know, playing this with top on the cue ball is maybe easier to predict the throw of the object ball into the other one than playing with bottom or stomp.
maybe easier for him, but still surprising mistake, and Shaun is back.
All right, come on, Shaun.
It's not an easy one, but the troublesome 7 ball is connected with ball number 9. You don't need to do it. Like, 9 is in perfect position on this table. It's the 7 that is troubling.
Even here,
Yeah, it's a tricky cut.
touchy cut.
Mm-hmm. Touching missable cut, and also if you end up being below ball number 10, then you may leave yourself a big angle on ball number 6, which is.
Does he get behind the 10? He does.
I'm sorry, but it's his error. There was a single boil that he needed to avoid on the table. Like, it's.
Yeah, Shaun Zeng definitely making some
Yeah.
misjudgments
Yeah.
on the speed of the cue
It's-
ball here.
It's not a surprising misjudgment because, like, as you mentioned, he hasn't been on the table for a while, and usually, like, when you're in this shape, then you don't see like little.
Oh my God!
That's not a good throw. But when you're in this position, then you don't see like little details about the game that you normally take into account. And I don't think, like, if you're playing regularly, then I don't think that he would actually make that positional error. But right now, it looks like game for Ronald, though still ball number 7 may be tricky. But I think he's fine, like, especially with ball in hand.
Yeah, I mean, even if the cue ball bumps into the knuckle.
Look at that! Is it on the cushion? Is it the TikTok shot, the famous TikTok shot where both balls are on the cushion?
I don't know, but I would normally hit this with just a touch of left.
Left, yeah.
Little
needs-
bottom left, I guess.
He needs to play with that. He has decent chance of making it. Left helps this shot. Yep, good, nice.
Nice shot. Yeah, Ronnie's a machine tonight. That's your nickname, Robert.
He doesn't even need to grind. Okay, nice.
Rick Hovey, our number 10 player in the top 10 list, says, Robert, stay for the whole match. This is good dual commentary. What do you have to say, Robert?
If you pay me.
Rick, how much money you got? Cash App or Venmo?
Okay. I'll see you later.
All right, that was Robert Zupriniak. He's out for tonight. We appreciate him joining us for the commentary tonight. And yeah, we'll see you next time, Robert. Rick Hovey in the live chat says he could pay Robert $2. Thank you, Rick. Can you double it and pass it to the next guy? Ted Beach in the live chat says, I like the brutal honesty from Robert. Yeah, it's Robert's commentary is usually always on point. Good to hear him hear how he thinks about the game. Shaun Zink misses the rather straightforward shot on the 2-ball into the side pocket. Tough to say if Shaun left Ronnie with the cut on the 2 into the side, or if he's got to hit the slightly more awkward long shot on the 2. But either way, shouldn't be a problem for him. Good angle on the 3 to just stun this cue ball towards the center of the table. Ronnie gets a nice bump into the 9. Bob Hendricks in the live chat says, I enjoy listening to Robert and Michael commentating. I've never seen Robert play. Would enjoy watching him on the live stream. Yeah, I got to hook it up sometime. Meanwhile, Ron CASANZIO showing no signs of slowing down right here. Score is now 9-0. Ron CASANZIO increasing his lead. Hey, Bob Hendricks in the live chat, would you be interested in the VIP ticket for Florian Kohler, Venom Trick Shots, when he comes to Billiard Breakdown? Ronnie stuns this cue ball towards the right of the table very nicely. Leaves himself an angle on the 5 to most likely just slow roll this cue ball down the table. Instead, he chooses to stun this cue ball back towards the center. Nice shot. Ronnie may be left with a sharp cut into the side pocket. Does he hang it? Shaun Zeng's going to have a thin cut on the 10 into the side. Can he make it here to get on the board? If he hits it properly, it's not a scratch shot. He's really got to make this one. Bob Hendricks in the live chat saying he's going to think about it. I will let you know. Just so you know, Bob, we already have, I believe, 9 people that have signed up for it. Shaun misses the thin cut on the 10 and leaves a shot into that right corner for Ron. And Ronnie's going to make this 10 ball, making it 10-0. Zach Orset in the live chat says, need Rick Hovey to start climbing the ranks. That kid is electric with the cue in his hand. Rick appreciates your comment, I'm sure. Rick started out, I believe, at number 9. He worked his way up to number 8. And then the past couple weeks, he's worked his way down to number 10. Ronnie's able to pocket the 9 ball into the left corner. Not much of a shot on the 2 ball, though. Rick Hovey in the live chat says, Ron proving why he holds the crown. Yeah, I mean, unbelievable performance by Ron, but also a subpar performance by Shaun, who is definitely rusty here. Zach Orset in the live chat says Rick is going to lock in. Kid has heart. He's all right. Ronnie at the table with ball in hand. Ronnie's eyeing the position he needs on the 3 ball to make position for the 4 into the far right corner, I believe. It's got a little bit of an, I believe it's somewhat of an odd angle. Maybe it's straight on where Ronnie can just roll this cue ball forward.
I actually thought we wait just a few minutes.
Ronnie gets a good bump on the 10 with a good angle on the 4 to just focus on pocketing the 4 and have that cue ball naturally go towards the left for the 5. There are no more problems on the table for Ronnie. Should be out here. Nice job by Ronnie intentionally leaving himself with an angle so he can go 3 rails or 2 rails for the 7. Well played. Yeah, Ronnie's just shooting on point. Every shot is perfect as far as the angle he needs to get to the next. And Ron CASANZIO is going to take game number 11. What a performance by Ronnie tonight. Zach Orset in the live chat says Rick may be on the shorter side, but it ain't the size of the dog in the fight. Rather, the size of the fight in the dog. Thank you, Zach. Rick definitely appreciates your comments. Rick Hovey in the live chat says big supporter right here. Yeah, Rick, make sure you bring your whole fan base next time so they can support you in the flesh. Rick Hovey saying, I'll make you proud in my next match, which, by the way, is going to be Saturday at 7 p.m. against Jay Voelkl. Saturday, 7 p.m., Rick Hovey versus Jay Voelkl for the number 10 spot. Zach Orset says, I know talent when I see it, referring to Rick Hovey. And Rick responding with, they don't stream my matches anymore. Rick Hovey recently played Nick Imbergia in a game of 1 pocket. Rick choosing 1 pocket because 8, 9, and 10 ball is a little too risky. And Rick defeats Nick Imbergia. Meanwhile, Shaun scratches while trying to kick at the 1 ball. And Ronnie's got ball in hand once again. It's unclear what Ronnie's plan is for the 7-10 cluster, though. Rick Hovey saying it's now the one pocket top 10 list, except we got the champ playing 10 ball. Rick Hovey in the live chat saying, I think I'll choose 9 ball for Saturday again. Need to avenge myself. Yeah. Sounds good, Rick. Hopefully Zach or Set from the live chat shows up to support you, as well as Nicole Simonetti, your top fan. Ron CASANZIO taking a quick phone call break before shooting this 5 ball. Rick Hovey in the live chat calling out Zach Orset, saying Zach probably won't show up. He's a fake fan. Definitely some fighting words for the tough dog Rick Hovey. Where's Ronnie going with this cue ball? Definitely not there. He's going to thin this 7 and leave the cue ball behind the 10 ball. Shaun should be able to make contact on the 7, no problem though. Zach Orset in the live chat saying Rick trying to push away one of his OnlyFans. Rick is actually starting an OnlyFans soon. So make sure you guys like and subscribe to Rick's, I believe it's $2.99 a month OnlyFans. Shaun Zink playing a really nice safe against Ronnie, leaving the 10 ball in between and with a good amount of distance. Ronnie kicks at the 7, no problem, but caroms the cue ball off the 10, scratching into that right corner pocket. Shaun Zink with ball in hand, and Shaun has no choice but to run this rack out. Tyson in the live chat saying Shaun is number 1 in New York. No, Shaun is number 1 in Rochester, New York on the top 10 contenders list for the champ position. His Fargo rate is in the high 600s, but he is rusty. He hasn't played in a couple months, and he's back playing the best player we got. We got Mon in the live chat. What's up, Monster 585? Shaun misses the cut on the 9 into the far left corner, and Ronnie's going to be able to get out from here. Monster 585 in the live chat asks, what is Rick Hovey's OnlyFans username? And Rick Hovey responds, Ricky's Pickle. Monster 585 says, I guess Shaun's a little rusty, and rusty may be an understatement because 11-0 is insane. But Ronnie don't miss, and the score is now 12-0. Rick Hovey says this is a tester for Ron. Not sure what you mean by that. What are we testing here, Rick? Oh, Rick was saying this 10-ball shot is a tester for Ron. Yeah, I don't know about that. Rick Hovey says Ron made that 10-ball like it was a hanging ball. It was a hanging ball for Ron. It was hanging 2 feet away. Great shot by Ron. Monster 585. By the way, Manh Nguyen in the live chat used to be our number 8 player in the top 10 list for Rochester, New York. Fell down to number 10, and then he was beaten by Jason Rivera. Mon in the live chat saying Ronnie is taking out his anger on Shaun for losing to Shane Winters, probably. Funny Mon. Zach Orset in the live chat says Ron is like that. And you are correct. Ronnie is a monster on the table. Sorry, Mon. I got to give away your nickname to someone else. Wow, Rick Hovey with Ron's new nickname in the live chat. Ronster. Ronnie's the Ronster. Well said. Ronnie should be able to use bottom left spin to bring this cue ball back for the 7. Just needs to make sure to avoid the 9 ball, which he does very nicely. Zach Orset in the live chat gushing over Rick with hearts. Not too sure if it's over Rick or Rick's nickname for Ronnie, but either way, lots of hearts from Zach for Rick. Bob Hendricks in the live chat says, Rick, honey, you're too young. His name is Julio. That's the nickname. Does anyone in the live chat know where Julio originates from for Ronnie? Curious. Did Ronnie miss the 8?
Huh?
Yeah, Ronnie completely misses the 8 in a very surprising fashion. Shaun Zink with another opportunity here to bring this cue ball back closer to the 10. He's got a good angle to do that. Really nice shot by Shaun. But he misses the 10. Shaun Zink misses the 10 ball. What a miss. Unbelievable. Unbelievable miss by Shaun. The score is now 13-0. Unbelievable, guys. Ted Beach in the live chat says Ronnie had a tough cut on the 8. The 8 needed an extra coat of paint on the ball. Yeah, it is possible he missed by those narrow margins. Zach Orset in the live chat saying we are not locked in today. Well, one guy's locked in, the other one definitely not. Rick Hovey in the live chat saying I would have not expected this score, to be honest. Yeah, I think no one has. Bob Hendricks, your score prediction is a little bit off. Although Ronnie is playing extremely well, Shaun has had several chances to make balls here. If he were able to play a couple roles better on the cue ball earlier in the game, that would have changed things completely. Zach Orset in the live chat says Shaun missed a big opportunity to start a comeback. Yeah, well, the opportunity started in the first game. Shaun Zeng is in the bathroom right now, taking a quick breather. He'll be back shortly. Shaun is back at the table with a combo. Leaves Ron a little weird. We're probably going to see a safe. Shaun should be able to kick at this, no problem. Shaun attempts to play safe using the 2 ball, but Ronnie should be able to see the right edge of this 1 ball at the very least. Monster585 says Shaun doesn't play 10 ball like that. Mainly a 9 ball player. That was from Manh Nguyen. Ronnie plays a good safe using the 8 ball. But Shaun misses the 1. Wow. Ronnie comes to the table with ball in hand. Rick Hovey says 10 ball is still the same, still rotation. We got Manh Nguyen laughing a little bit. Ronnie overcuts the 2 ball, but gets a lucky roll with the 8 in the way. Tough to say if Shaun can just see the left edge. He's jacking up for a slight masse, but he scratches. Shaun scratches in the corner after masseing around. Really not much going Shaun's way today. Nothing at all. Still waiting for Shaun to get a favorable roll on any shot. Rick Hovey in the live chat says that's why I got my butt kicked in both 9 and 10 ball last week. Rick also says Ron needs to lose a couple games so you don't lose your action. Yeah, Ron's definitely a scary opponent to take on. But he misses the 4. Really surprising miss by Ronnie. But the 5 ball's in the way. Shaun Zink still with no break. Manh Nguyen in the live chat saying, I guess it's the player, not the game. That's quite the revelation Mon had. Rick Hovey says, learn that one the hard way. And Shaun Zink with a tough shot on the 4. Even though it's in the pocket, the 8 somewhat blocks the kick from the long side. And from the short side, it's got very narrow margins. But he makes the 4 ball with a really nice touchy masse with good position on the 5 to get on the 6. Shaun makes sure to clear the 8 ball very nicely for position on the 6 into the side pocket. Manh Nguyen covering his eyes. Nervous for Shaun, I believe. Shaun got a little straight on the 9. Not preferable here. Should still be able to bring this back, no problem though. He may be drawing this. He got a good angle out of the 9. You have to make this, Shaun. He sinks the 10 ball. The score is now 13-1. Shaun Zink on the board with his first game. Now, all he has to do is win 14 consecutively. Shaun breaks dry, but leaves Ronnie without much of a shot here. Shaun should be able to get back at the table. Bob Hendricks in the live chat says, Rick, Julio will never lose his action. 25 years ago, bet 20 against Julio, lost bad, raced to 5, but Julio spent an hour with me. Yeah, it's a good time. Definitely can learn some valuable things in a short time frame playing against like Ronnie. Yep. Is Shaun able to get the 1 ball behind the 3? Looks like Ronnie's going to have a shot. Wow. What a shot by Ronnie. Really touchy shot with a slight use of inside to bring this cue ball right back up for the 2. Does Ronnie get frozen on the 4? Is the 4 in play here? Tough to say. He's double checking some angles here, or just grabbing a piece of chalk. Wow. Really nice shot. Yeah, Ronnie's playing at an extremely high level right now. He should be able to stun draw this cue ball back towards the left side of the table for the 6. Ronnie's going to want to bring this cue ball towards the center of the table, just to make sure he doesn't run into the 9 ball or the 8. Ted Beach in the live chat asking how's the progress coming on the overhead camera. Well, I'm waiting for some new lighting to arrive first before I install an overhead camera. Should be a couple weeks maybe. Ronnie leaves himself a perfect angle to just slightly roll this cue ball down for the 10 ball into the corner pocket. The score is now 14-1. Ron CASANZIO on the hill. Bob Hendricks in the live chat says, Ted Beach, there's a jar at Billiard Breakdown accepting donations toward an overhead camera. Yeah, the jar is known as my cash register, where you are welcome to put money in at any time. Just let me know. Rick Hovey in the live chat saying, wait, Shaun won a game? Yes, he did. This could be the start of the greatest comeback in history. Time will tell. Ted Beach in the live chat asks, did Bob ever bring you your drink? He did not. I'm still waiting to taste some scotch from Bob's collection. Crazy, right? Been asking for months. Bob Hendricks in the live chat says tomorrow. Sounds good. Shaun should be able to just draw this cue ball back slightly to maintain an angle on the floor. He's got to try to get off the rail though, which he does pretty well. Nice positional shot, generating an angle on the 5 ball without much to work with. Rick Hovey asking Bob Hendricks if he's going to play in the March 1st tournament for the top 11 through 15 on the list. Good shot by Shaun. Shaun can run the rest of this rack out. Let's get it, Shaun. Nice touchy shot on the 6. Elevating over the 10 is not easy. Leaves himself a perfect angle on the 7 to bring the cue ball back around. Well played. He misses the 9 ball. Unbelievable. Man, really tough night for Shaun here. And Shaun concedes the 10 ball, and Ronnie is going to take this match 15-1. What a showing by Ron CASANZIO. Shaun Zink definitely rusty with just working all day at his new restaurant, Umai, in Victor, New York. Rotating sushi bar. Make sure you check it out. Final score is 15-1. This was the top 10 players in Rochester, New York. Shaun Zink taking on the champ, Ron CASANZIO, over at Billiard Breakdown in Rochester, New York. Hope you guys enjoyed the match. Hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for next time.